Welcome back to Plant Baby Garden. We are propagating this snake plant today. I'm going to cut it into pieces to make little tiny baby plants. We have a bunch of these big ones and we like the little ones, so it's time for them to make us some more babies. So the first thing we want to do, I want to grab our, alcohol. Then we want to clean our little scissors we use. I use floral scissors. They seem to work really well for this. I just like to use alcohol. I know I just did one of these a little bit ago, but I want to make sure, even in between the same kind of plants, that my cutters are nice and clean. You can do it with a knife or whatever you have, it doesn't matter. There's no real rules about that. So I'm going to take this guy out of this pot here. Alright, and I'm just going to cut these leaves off right here. Now, one important thing when you do these is to make sure as you're cutting them you remember which way. So in order to do that, I don't like this little baby piece down here. So what we do is we make a little V cut. Don't have to be big, just, little V cut in there. So two reasons. We remember which way it goes down, and we also, it helps the plant to make roots. Now, if you are not good at measuring, get you a measuring tape for this. We want these to be minimal 2 to 3 inches. That's the size I use. You can go bigger, 4 or 5 inches, that's fine as well. So I'm just gonna measure it here, about 2 inches. This don't have to be perfect, we're not building a house or anything. I'm just gonna snip it off. There we go, that's it. And then the next piece, we're gonna make our little V cut. So remember, we do it again. Measure it off, snip it. That's all there is to it. Simple, easy. Snake plants are pretty hardy little creatures there. You can pretty much neglect them as much as you want to and they'll come back for you every time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let these guys sit for a couple days and get a nice little callus right in here, and then we will plant them in some soil about 1 inch down and let them sit. It'll take about a month or so for them to start getting some good roots. And we have to let that callus form. We can't just stick them in dirt or water or anything right now because they'll rot right here. So we want that nice thick callus to come. And then you can propagate these in water or soil. Water is faster, but it doesn't make the plant quite as hardy. Soil gives you a slower propagation process, but a hardier plant. So I guess you pick which one you want. So that's it, guys. I'll see y'all when it's time to put them in the soil. Have a great day.